have shown off all of the little nooks and crannies, but we'll also see the agent select coming through shortly. What kind of agents do you think we'll see? I don't think we saw any Viper or Phoenix last week.
Yeah, Viper and Phoenix, and even like Omen, they're so few and far in between now. Raze is still heavily picked. I'm happy to see a lot more Jets now. We saw so many Jets last week.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Jet.
So it's just crazy because nothing really changed, to her character kit or anything like that. It's just, just coming out of the woodworks and realizing, she can hold long with an op and get out safely is the mechanic that we've been seeing utilized really with her. Tons of Raze, tons of Reyna. Yeah, Reyna is still such a great character. Her kit is dominating. The overheal is such a nuisance to these players.
I'm still cringing on behalf of the people that got triple killed last week by the Empress into the triple movement. That was so dirty. Had her coming in off of the C long, and oh my goodness, it was so good. Have to see if we have any of that coming through, but saw all of those little peek throughs coming through on bind.
Select your agent.
And looks like we have coming out of mid on defense first.
Yeah, and come out of mid there. It's a brand new team, so we'll see what they're made of, but they are up against a very highly respected opponent who's been here time and time again, so they're going to have their work cut out for them.
Definitely. Have to see how they decide to play their defense. We had a lot of different types of defense getting picked up also. Certain people like to play the slower kind of defense where you force people to push into you, force them to try to have to defuse or move towards the defuse plants. And we saw some really aggressive defenses coming through last week where pretty much just trying to not even let the spike go down, just trying to wipe everything with kills before that even happens.
Oh yeah, and a lot of aggression seems to come out of mid-A. Mid-A has been the play, especially for attackers, to wall off your elbow and plant right there, so you only have to really watch your back mid and U-haul. I mean, it's just such a highly used tactic now, but we see here that come out of mid is going to use that wall to bump themselves up. So this may be, possibly just wall off the middle. Mr. Swanson. So yeah, so cutting off that middle is a very smart tactic because it is such a, I guess, overplayed move here on Bind.
Free plant. Not a free plant necessarily, but if you can keep your Sage alive and you can get the wall planted next to that truck, with the truck there, you can block the entire entrance off. It forces them to come through U-haul, and that's pretty much the most popular plant point. Oh, lots of shots coming through. Mrs. Swanson will go down. Mr. Swanson, rather. Ooh, nice shots coming through. Grant will find one.
But look, we have a Viper.
Oh my goodness, we spoke too soon. Literally first one of the day.
It's nice to see a Viper.
Paulie trying to find something out with this camera if he can. Already have two members have come out of mid down, so out a little bit of a disadvantage here. Looks like everyone moving over to B though for Rolled.
Yeah, the Sova's going to stay behind, make some noise here at A, keeping two players kind of captive there.
Oh my goodness, big headshot coming through from Pectel. He'll go down to the grenade. Nice paint shell coming through.
But this is still doable for the side of come out of mid is 2v3. Spike's going down.
Yeah, Spike has been planted. A bunch of members moving through the teleporter, trying to get something done if they can, but only two members left here. Walled off the backside. Gonna force that that Viper to use all of her ammo. Scalo goes down. And attackers will go ahead and pick up this first round. Nice job swinging the machete around.
Yeah, come out of mid did not make that easy for them though. So this is, I like what I'm seeing so far from come out of mid.
Yeah, we're able to pick themselves up 2 kills. Grant finding himself 1, Pecco finding himself another, but it's not like they got flawless. It's not like they got wiped really quickly. They played a nice slow round. It just came down to getting out-rotated in that first round. So I'll have to see how things come through as most of the members are rolled here now with SMGs.
Yeah, but look at this stage. Oh, and is this an aggressive push out onto the mid? So this is that aggressive defensive play that we were talking about earlier.
Oh my goodness, they all get caught up with the paint shells. Vice finds one with a headshot. Impulsive finds another. And they are in a tricky position now. And now they just have a free plant on A. Also finds himself a third one, drops the heal orb on himself. He's moving in. Peckle's trying to find something if he can. Gets one with the frenzy. Goes down. 4K coming through for Impulsive, and honestly, I have no idea what just happened.
I mean, I've seen that strat a couple times before to just kind of, you know, pick a point. They're still rocking all pistols, and you know, you got power in numbers, but yeah, you left A completely wide open on that. Interesting play. It usually never works out. I don't think I've seen it work out.
It was a choice. It was definitely a round of Valorant. I think that's what we can say. Mostly Vandals and Shields coming through here. Other side to come out mid. They're really going to be hurting. Only $200 collectively across that team. That's gross. Scotty trying to find something here if he can. Bunch of members moving on. He's going to be in a difficult position. Peckville.
And you do have the Sova still making tons of noise over at A, where 3 members have come out of mid are still over at, and one actually taking out.
Oh my goodness, gets one. He'll go down though. Pectel holding off this side angle, trying to get something done here.
And you see the Sage making their way on over to B to give him a little bit of backup, but he is about to get bombarded.
Oh no, Swanson, he'll go down to Vice. Vice finds himself the second of the round. Oh, gets himself a 3K through the Cypher cage. Big kill.
That was huge.
Spike planted.
I like that spike plant angle. It gives you a lot of room to defend it.
Yeah, because you can probably see it from backside as well.
Mm-hmm. Since it has that little bit of elevation to it.
I think that's the first time I've seen it spiked that way as well.
Pauly trying to get something done here. We actually have 3 members of Rolled here that have not died yet, so they are showing off so far. Sifax just trying to hold off on the side. Has a full shield, has that Vandal. He's just trying to keep his econ okay.
Yeah, as we just said, they're going to be in a world of hurt after this one.
Oh yeah, not going to be looking good in terms of econ, but look at the econ on the bottom side. They are sitting pretty, but pretty much going to be SMGs and lights coming through, I think, on the side that come out mid. Maybe just a pistol round. But moving into round 4 here, 3-0 for Rolled. They are just really showing off so far. Have had really good defense coming through. So really good offense, rather.
Yeah, Mr. Swanson on the side of come out of mid, being the Sage is been more of the aggressive type, and you know, we've talked about your Sages being being your aggressor, and it's never good for the team when they play like that.
Yeah, there's certain things about people picking champions that play to their strengths and how they like to play the game. Really nice shot coming through for Scotty, showing off that Bucky. Man, Mr. Swanson keeps doing that wall angle, but keeps going down. Not really working out for him. Oh, man.
But slow rotation around. I mean, Rolled didn't, you know, go gung-ho on in there. They're still taking their time, playing at their own pace.
Oh man, I think he's about to find that bug. He'll go down. Impulsive, absolutely showing off. I believe that's his 6th kill so far. Headshot. Scotty gets a 2nd one. Big headshot coming through with the Bucky. Has the orbital strike. Will go ahead and drop that orbital strike coming through, but nothing you can do in Bucky versus Vandal.
Satchel out.
He has no idea where they are. He is going to be in a really difficult position here as he moves around the B long flank, but he's going to get caught out. Ooh, will be able to find Lynn.
Satchel out.
Nice shot coming through for Sifax there.
It sucks being in this position yet again. The last surviving member. And it looks like he'll do the same thing, just try to back off, save. I mean, at least he was able to take one member of Rolled down with him.
Yep, we'll go ahead and just decide to save up here. Rolled picking up their 4th round though. Really nice job showing off. Really nice showing here from them in the beginning of the game. Impulsive sitting at 7-0-2. Only member of his team that has not died yet. Really good job from him.
That's a Sage player.
Yeah.
Keeping themselves safe, but also winning their gun game.
Yeah, a lot of ultimates ready here. Orbital Strike, have the Showstopper coming through from the Rays, have the Resurrection available from this Sage also. So a lot of abilities ready here on the side of Rolled.
And Lynn busting out that operator.
We can push them
Looking to
back.
get that,
Oh, man.
that early pick.
The attack op is one of my favorite ballsy picks. Because this map isn't necessarily known for its operator angles, like there are a few, but
Yeah, definitely not on attack.
yeah, definitely not on attack. Nowhere to really set up. Definitely works out better on something like Ascent, where you have those angles where everyone's going to be moving through and it's way more wide open. But my goodness, Vice finds Peckel
Ooh, the
over the
smoke.
box.
Probably finding that kill on Mr. Swanson over at A site. Ooh, picking him up a double.
Nice job from him. 2 headshots coming through.
And
Vice
he's-
gets another one.
Ah.
No 3K coming through for Polly.
Yeah, but I mean, he did his job. He's supposed to make the noise over at A, but he did more than just that.
Yeah, found the, oh man. Vice finds himself a 3K though. Another ultimate ready here on the side of Rolled. Viper's Pit and Rolling Thunder available for come out mid though, so maybe they can make something work with that, but pretty much just gonna have to use Viper's Pit to deny a spike plant.
Yeah.
Definitely on this map, probably a more attack favored ability.
Yeah, because after you plant, you can hold it down.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea, but you do kind of negate yourself to having all of your members, because when she pops ult at a
man.
site, they kind of opt for the other one immediately.
Grant gets hit by the Hunter's Fury, immediately taken out at 20. He's going to be in a really difficult position. Rolling Thunder coming through. Orbital Strike coming through also for the side here. Rolled. Won't find anyone just yet. Peckel going to find himself in a difficult position. He'll go down to the Phantom. Headshot coming through for Lynn. Also, big kill.
And the spike is left all the way back in market. That's why it hasn't been planted yet.
They're not going for spike plants. They're going for kills.
And the sprays come
Silence.
out.
Polly is so deadly on this Sova. We saw him. I think this is the only agent we saw last week. He's really good on this Sova. Oh man, where's the rocket gonna go? Sif Zaz is gonna. Oh man,
Oh,
that
he
was
finds
beautiful.
it.
That angle was so good, and the way that room is set up, he literally had nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're just kind of trapped in the glass case of emotion. Nowhere to go.
Vice sitting at 10-1, taking away that top seat from Polly. Still sitting at 7-0 for Polly though. Really, really good showing on this stage.
Yeah, impulsive 7-0. I mean, no deaths within 6 rounds. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
And only 1 death for Vice, 10-1. I mean, Rolled is definitely here to, you know, take top 8 at least again.
I think it's impressive to stay. Okay, there's the 9th. That's the 9th death in 7 rounds for Roll. So that's gross.
Out of
Like
charges.
9 deaths in 7 rounds.
Somebody
That's
else. You
barely
will
1
not
round.
kill my
And we saw that
allies.
they did have the flawless round too. Vice is back up. Ultimate coming through. Oh man, Grant has the operator. Big shot coming through for him. Lynn goes down also. This may be a big round coming through here for come out mid.
They could definitely use a round in the books
man.
here.
Mr. Swanson just didn't have the right cursor placement there. Really unfortunate. He'll go down.
Yeah, but look at this flank coming from Cryfix or Cyfix.
We don't know how to say his name.
We're taking a stab at it here.
Coming through from Rays.
Off your feet!
Ooh, another rocket coming through, trying to get something done here. Sif off on the side. He'll get his revenge. That's a revenge rocket if I've ever seen
Oh
one.
yeah.
Pauly, I'm going to take him for this 1v1 any day. We've seen him show off in the VSS.
But he's just buying time at the moment.
Oh, that's for sure all he needs to do. 2 members alive. They already have the spike planted. He's just trying to make sure Sif can't defuse. Yeah, there's no time left. Even if he could get over there, just going to try to grab the operator and get out.
Yeah, that's the best choice. I mean, that's the closest they've come to, I think, winning around so far. But Roll's going up 7-0 on attacker side.
I think the big ability there was the heal coming out there from Roll. Impulsive, really nice heal, bringing back Vice. And Vice sitting at 13-3. He's that big player that you need on the map.
Impulsive still has not died. 8-0.
Gross. That is some sneaky orb placement. Completely blocks off their entire vision, but you'll still be able to see their feet.
Yeah, the one-ways are really crucial. And I don't like this stacking at all from come out of mid on that box.
Oh, Impulsive finds a 2K. Double headshots coming through from him.
I know exactly where you are.
They're going to throw the hat down, reveal exactly where Grant's at. I'm surprised he didn't take any molly damage there. He's going to be in a really bad position here. 3 members coming in onto him. Oh, take some damage down. Grant in a 2v4 rather, but oh man. He finds him, will go down. Adrenaline, nice headshot coming through. Sif back, always in these positions for Sif.
Last man standing.
And it feels really bad to get paired up against one of these big VSS teams in the first round.
Yeah, but a lot of experience can be learned from going up against these teams. You know, if you go back and you watch this footage, you know, see what your team's doing, see what they're doing. But yeah, it's just very unfortunate, and it's. I mean, you have 4 members with the highest kill of 3, and you know, you got to take that breath. You know, it's 8-0. You're on defense. But definitely, between Grant and Cyphex, I think that's maybe how you say it. You know, they're making some good plays, and then it's just coming down to Rolled being the better experienced team.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a hard matchup.
Oh my
either
goodness,
way.
Scotty gets a nice kill. He's really showing off with this Bucky. Gets
Ooh.
another one. Oh man. Someone call the Bucky boys. They need to pick this kid up. Impulsive is no one to be messed around with. 9 rounds in, he is not fallen. He is sitting at 12-0. I don't care if he's not at the top of the leaderboard. Impulsive is my MVP.
Absolutely. But, I mean, come out of mid, it's a 2v1 situation here. So this could be their moment. Only Impulsive is left. The spike is all the way back, and the rest comes through on Scotty. So this could be the point that they need.
Oh my goodness. Able to find themselves that first round win and taking Impulsive's perfect streak away. Big kill coming through there. Impulsive 12-1, 13-4 coming through for Vice also. But we are here in round 10, almost done with this first half, and come out of mid, only been able to pick themselves up 1 win here.
Yeah, I mean, a win is a win is a win when you're down 8-0.
Yeah, definitely for that one's for morale.
Yeah, that one is definitely a little boost. You know, they took out the person who had the perfect score, which also had to feel really good.
And they know where he likes to sit, Mr. Swanson, so they're just trying to watch that angle. But moving back towards the beef point, dropping the spike, leaving it back. Is Vice just trying to, I don't know what Vice is doing there. There's no Cypher. Not gonna find a camera.
Get him.
Making some noise.
Making some phantom noise. with that silenced rifle.
You see Polly still over at A, making noise, keeping the 3 players from coming out of mid and over there.
Big kill coming through there for Adrenaline. Vice has a nice rocket. Oh, won't go. Oh, man. That was unfortunate.
You will not kill my
But
ally.
it doesn't matter. Impulsive picks Vice right back up, and they got the plant down. Grant in a really difficult position. 3v5 here. Doesn't even matter that Vice died. Mr. Swanson finally able to find something with these aggressive pushes. Grant finds one. Also goes down again, but Adrenaline picks himself up at 3K. Sif moving up on the side. He's going to be in a difficult position. He'll go down to Vice on the backside. Mr. Swanson goes down and Hugo. Big play coming through there from Rolled. Nice job.
Come out of mid, getting some kills finally, though. You know, more than usual. You got 6 and 10, 5 and 9. You got 2 ultimates ready. Viper's Pit could be used to lock down A while the rest of the members go hold down B.
Still haven't seen it come out. It's been ready for like 5 rounds.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're gonna use it, use it. And now's the perfect time to do it.
Yep, only 2 more rounds left in this half, so pretty much has to get used at this point. Ooh, Vice picking up a really early kill onto Pectel. Nice headshot coming through for him. Orbital strike about to come through, forcing people to run away from the teleporter rather, but oh man, Sif goes down. Polly finds a big angle. Polly finds another one moving in. He is so good on this Nova.
Toxin screen down.
Oh, that was good.
Exterminated.
Thank you for that kill. That was so good.
Adrenaline's gonna take out Grant, but this is a 1v3 here for Scotty.
Scotty MVP. He let him have so much hope. It was so funny.
I know exactly where you are.
Oh, man.
All right, but that is 10-1. This is the last round of the half before we swap sides here, but I don't see what come out of mid can really switch up to have a glimmer of hope here against Rolled.
Yeah, nothing really they can do here. Just really good play coming through from Rolled, showing off why they are one of these scarier teams here in the VSS.
And this is a kind of a save round too for come out of mid. You see the Sheriff, you got 3 Spectres.
That goes there.
So they haven't been having really good economy this entire game.
Welcome to my
And there's the Viper Pit we've been kind of asking for.
Because if we didn't see it this round, I
Oh
don't think
no. Okay, so they made it out of the orbital. But the way that they played the Viper's Pit, they aggressively pushed up on it. She could have easily been taken out immediately.
Oh man, Viper goes down. Really nice boombot coming through. Oh man, double rockets coming through. Vice gets the double bounce, trying to get something done here if they can. I would love to see them trade each other with rockets. Oh man, trying to find something. He dies and falls through the teleporter.
They'll pick themselves up a double.
Yeah, Sif, really nice double. He'll go down to Polly though. Oh man, Scotty.
Scotty.
Really bursts, my dude. Oh, finds himself one. Thankfully, Polly, really nice job. 3K here from him. Pops the Hunter's Fear. He might as well. It's the last one of the round. Sorry, of the half rather. But yeah, he is in a 1v2 here. Spike has already been planted. I think he just needs to fake the defuse.
And he doesn't have a whole lot of time. He's going to have to make a
He
move
doesn't realize
here.
there's someone off his left too.
Oh
man.
no, he didn't finish off the kill. 5 health.
It's too late.
On your hats.
Really nice headshot coming through there from Polly. Finds himself the 4K. But man, really nice job here. 11-1.
Yeah, only two rounds left to win for Rolled here. We'll see if come out of mid can do something crazy, quirky, just to put Rolled on their toes and maybe pick up a couple more points before the end of this game here. But who knows? You know, we've seen crazy stuff come out of this game before. We'll have to see, but
We've
World
seen
looking
knife rounds,
fantastic.
we've seen Odin rounds. We've seen some crazy stuff here in the DSS. So can't put anything past these teams here. But yeah, Rolled pretty much showing up here right at the beginning of the day, showing that they are here to play for this $700 first place prize. But moving in, have Rolled here on the defense now. Have to see how they play. I think they like to play a more aggressive defense, if I remember correctly. But Adrenaline finds himself one through the smoke. Really nice job. Vice finds Pecto also.
And you see the flank coming through from Impulsive.
Oh man, they're going to be in such a difficult position here. So many people going down. That's a flawless coming through. Lin finds himself a 3K with a headshot on Swanson. Really nice job.
All right, and Rolled sitting on match point.
Oh man, we have a Judge on Impulsive. I want to see what he does with this weapon.
The Judge. Oh, and look at that skin.
I love the Judge. It's a fun gun.
And you know the firing rate on it, it's actually really good.
It's gross. And the reload rate is awful. Oh man, people coming through the teleporter. Not all of them, but most of the members here on the side of B. Bunch of people moving in. Oh man. I just can't wait to see how this plays out.
Ooh, Mr. Swanson gonna take out Lynn. Drillin take out Graham. Scotty taking out Vice.
Oh man, one goes down through the wall. Adrenaline took Mr. Swanson. Impulsive moving off on the side here. Big shots coming through from Impulsive. I told you this gun's good. Oh my goodness, gets himself the 3K. Doesn't have the healing orb available quite yet. We'll go ahead and just block off Hookah. My goodness, they have the spike. And this is gonna be, I think this is gonna be the match here. Impulsive here with this shotgun. He's just gonna
just gonna clean it up.
He's here to spread the good word of the Judge, picking up the 4K in the last round. Really impressive showing there from Rolled, only dropping one round. I think we had 17 kills come through from Vice. He was showing off on that raise.
Yeah, and Impulsive gets my MVP. I mean, you started off not dying in the first 7 rounds.
I think he had 13 kills before he died, and that's gross. Like,
I mean,
that's not okay, especially on a stage.
Yeah, you're keeping yourself alive, which means you can keep other people alive, and that's the most important role with a sage.
Yeah, definitely. 18, 8-1, 350. Really nice combat score there for Vice. Have to see how he performs throughout the rest of the day, but I'm really excited to see this team move on. We are still in the group stage, so no one getting knocked out quite yet.
Yep.
Plenty of time left for come out of mid to move on to the group stage of the day. But
that top 2 teams out of each group move forward. But with that said, we're going to take a small break and we'll be right back.